it was such a surreal thing, and it was very emotional. But we were talking about this. It feels kind of like season 1 with the funeral, where you're like, it's dying, he's dead, but he's alive. You know, like we were walking onto set, and you're like, you're doing like the Ted Danson, like, well, what a bar, you know? But you're just like, at the same time, you're like, I have to do some work.
I got work today.
Can't. I mean, to talk to Allegra, she was like, every
day for 4 weeks she cried.
They'd yell cut, and she'd be like,
it's my last day in this set.
Yeah.
It's my last day in these shoes.
Yeah, it was just a very profound thing. But I think also, like, my last day was the last scene to be like shot, really, and it was. I mean, yeah, it was definitely a tough one.
Yeah, well, to start off, can you guys talk about the arc that you guys have been on, that your characters have been on these 4 seasons? I mean, the final season, I think I cried the entire time. But I've loved the relationship, especially between Nora and Ingrid, so can you talk about that?
I know, we really didn't like each other in the beginning. You didn't even know my name.
I didn't.
Yeah.
And maybe I still don't.
No, you do.
No, I do. I definitely do. I think about one of our first days filming together was in that car. In the back of the car.
Oh my gosh, and we connected over Botox babies.
Botox babies. We're talking about Botox babies and going bleh, 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 over and over. So strange, so weird. And then, gradually recognizing, okay, I have to give her some credit. She is smart. She does know how to negotiate. Yeah, I can see what Nathan sees in her, unfortunately.
Shady.
Yeah. And then also, liking the same guy, you have to acknowledge that there's some qualities that you're drawn to that you may have in common, you know?
What are those?
Abs, biceps,
yes,
fancy shirts.
That's you.
That's me.
I feel like Nora lives in literally like sweaters and
And then I think in this season, I feel like it's safe to say that we're roommates. Is that? Can I say that? Yeah, we're roommates. And that's a special kind of relationship too.
It is. We learn a lot about each other.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about the very end. So I'm going to hold this. We're going to hold it until the finale airs.
Okay.
About the very ending. So it was really interesting. You have a very tragic ending. You have a very happy ending. Can you talk about why those roots, those stories were so perfect for the characters and the overall story being told?
I didn't think it was perfect, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah. I wanted her ending, and wait a minute. No, I mean, I think it was heartbreaking, but hopeful, and I think for Nora, just getting to. I think season 3, she really got to experience what it'd be like to have a dream, especially like being a lawyer and getting a taste of that, of like, oh, I can do something else, you know, and I think Nathan got to see that, and then so for this last season of her almost getting his approval of like, hey, you can have a life. It doesn't have to be all about me or whatever, you know, and don't let our love hinder you. I think that was really special. And I think so relatable in a lot of ways, you know, of where you make a relationship so much of your life, or you really love somebody, you want them to be in your life all the time, and sometimes that's not possible. Or the timing is off, or whatever, you know? And I think it's just so relatable and heartbreaking, but hopeful. And that's all I really, how I felt about it. Yeah.
It's interesting because I feel like from the beginning it's felt like Nathan and Ingrid have been doomed. So
honestly, but then,
so in a surprise twist, a happy ending.
Jealousy, you know?
Yeah.
Is there? I'm very happy for her.
Yeah, for sure. I think their happy ending is happy, but you know what? It's not what either of them pictured. I don't think. I think there is still a cost in the loop of it all, and I do think I would say that Ingrid would still probably have her own grief about real Nathan also not making it.
Yeah.
I think she can. I think all of these characters have found a way to separate the two Nathans as two two individual people.
Yeah.
So they've all suffered a loss. And I feel like in the epilogue is what I would call it, that kind of interview at the end with Nathan and Ingrid sitting on the couch talking to Gigi Gorgeous in Malibu with my haircut, is that they feel the loss of both Luke and and that's significant. So I don't know if it's totally happy, but it's better than she certainly deserved, and maybe she deserves it by now. You know?
Better than her.
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you, I wanted to know this. How is it filming in those big puffy suits? Like, is it
How is it?
horrible or is it?
How is it, Andy?
Terrific. It is horrific.
She said horrific, not terrific.
No, horrific.
So point that out.
Yeah. I don't know how you did it for like seasons on end, because you make it look so easy. And like, so, okay. All right. Yeah. But honestly, like, I didn't think it was that uncomfortable. I'd heard a little bit, but like it didn't seem that bad.
Yeah.
But I put that thing on. I'm in the hug suit in season 4. And I just was like, wow. Like, you're drenched. That face thing was literally squishing my face.
She was like, cut
And
it
I was
down,
like,
cut it down.
I was like almost having a panic attack because it was like squeezing my. I was like, oh whoa, I don't know how to even exist in this thing, and let alone for hours.
Meanwhile, I'm just like sitting there smoking a cigarette.
Honestly, just chilling. She was like, what's your problem?
Put an ice pack in there and shut up.
You're right. But that was so hard. Oh, was it so hard? I think that was so evil. I know. That was a good laugh.
I know. I love that thing. I had to like say goodbye to it.
We can tell.
Now, you know,
Did
I
you
really
take
do.
it with you?
Did you take one home?
I didn't take one home.
Oh my gosh,
I
what?
didn't. What am I
I'm
going to do with it?
surprised.
Would frame it?
Yes.
Like a 6-foot scuba
Or you
suit
cut it
on
in
my
half.
wall?
It would be a
Cut it
point
in
of
half and,
conversation.
like, wear
every
Sure.
moment.
You're like, check this out. Sniff it. Sniff it again. Soak in that. No, I think it. I didn't need that, but I did. I did get bobbleheads made of everybody in the cast, and I asked them what if they could design a Barbie. This was not a very veiled clue as to the gift that they were getting. I was like, if you had a doll made from Upload, what outfit would they be wearing?
But there was no. I didn't even clock that at
Okay,
all.
that's so good.
There
You
was
were
just no-
concentrating on some things.
I was working.
She was focused. Yeah. I was like, what kind of Barbie doll? But anyway, the bobblehead that I made of myself is in the hug suit.
Yeah.
Because it feels true Ingrid.
Yeah.
And more than any iconic outfit, it's actually who she really is, I think, is I'm going to put this on and I'm going to sweat it out and I'm going to lose feeling in my toes. I'm going to be in this bathtub and order in takeout and I'm going to spend all day every day with this man that I love and I don't know why. You know, and I also, as Allegra, I look forward to putting it on every day because it's comedy you don't have to do anything for. Like I would sit down and a gust of wind would come into my face, like a fart, and I'm like, I'm literally walking around and this thing is being comedic for me. I just waddle, I squeak, I pick a wedgie, and that's it, and go home. I mean, amazing. Gets the job done, doesn't it? I could go on and on about that thing. I hated it.
Your physical comedy, though, in that it really did bring it together, and that's so underspoken about with it. Is like the physical comedy too, with that scene, and like as a prop player.
Oh, thank you. It's fun. It's an opportunity. Yeah, a fun opportunity.
I just want to know, like, after 4 seasons reflecting on this journey, is there any memory from making the show that when you think back on it, you're like, God, I'm so happy I got to do this?
Wow. I mean, all of it. I mean, I feel like that's a very. There's so many moments of where, like, I mean, this has been 7 years of our life over that time, and making, filming 4 seasons, and so, gosh, there's just so many moments. I think. What are you gonna say? There's some scenes in season 4 with Ivan Josh Banday, who plays Ivan.
Yes.
That honestly, he just popped in my head, and I said, yeah,
that's good.
that I will look back on so many moments with him, even season 3, where we're all living in his apartment, and I'm just like, oh man, he's just so funny, and he has to do the craziest stuff. But every time I saw him in season 4, and with his face, it's, man, I'm gonna just be cracking up about that forever.
Yeah, I think for me it's the big group scenes.
Yeah.
But especially the big group scenes that feel like, what is this? The funeral is one in season 1, where like getting to watch your life as if it's a on shuffle slideshow, not even a curated slideshow, but like you watching TV or like walking down the street, all those stupid little moments from your life where you're like, let's skip this, and it's like in the funeral, I think is so weird. And the fact that it was a practical effect where Kevin and Robbie were actually on set with us, like we could touch them, but it looked like a screen. And then
The dinner party.
the dinner party is a great one where everybody's around there and it's so weird and people are just the hot dog stuff again, you know, like, and and that's a good one. And then, can I say the wedding? The wedding?
you say the wedding?
Can I say the wedding?
We can hold it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The wedding is a big one.
Yeah.
And then casino night too, where we're like playing weird poker with strange technology, and I'm somebody else inside my body.
Oh
What is
gosh!
that?
Oh my God! Yeah, people playing
Yeah.
other characters, taking over your avatar.
Yes. Yeah.
Just amazing.
Exactly. A delivery driver in my skin. Is my answer.
Right. So my question is, since this is Comic Con, what pop culture character or comic book character do you think your characters are most like for the show?
Like
Whoa!
People really like this question.
What?
What
is
comic?
Ingrid most? Who
Yeah.
is Ingrid
Yes.
most like?
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about this.
I mean, I would say she's like. Well, actually, they're not. That's not comic book. I was gonna say Barney.
No, it's
But
popular
that
culture.
is
Popular
not
culture.
really
I said pop. That's why I said pop culture as well. Like I didn't.
Yeah,
do
pop
it.
culture.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't have to be a comic book. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it's Christine from Selling Sunset.
What?
It's very specific.
Oh my God.
Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset is my answer. I hope she doesn't watch this. I think we should be flattered. That's totally not a comic book character, but I feel like there's got maybe Princess Peach.
Oh.
Eventually, maybe a little Princess Peach.
Yes.
I like this reaction.
She's like, I'm gonna use that again.
We
yeah,
agree.
yeah, Princess Peach.
Okay.
She's got some leadership in her.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, I think Barney, just because I feel like Nora has so much heart.
I was gonna say Dora the Explorer.
Actually, that's pretty great.
No, go on. Barney.
Maybe a Barney with a mix of Dora.
Barney Dora.
Barney Dora.
Barney with a backpack.
Yes. Loves to explore, loves to go on adventures, has tons of heart, is always seeing the best in people. And yeah,
It's
That's
a
the
Barney
head.
Dora, everyone. You heard it
It's a
here.
fun question.
Great. I love that Barney comic book.
Someone's gonna write it now.
Yeah, we should. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, first of all, I just wanted to say you both did my show.
Yep.
And I owe you guys this. So.
Oh,
Thank you.
nice.
Yeah.
Look at that,
I love
man.
military challenge going
Hell
forward.
yeah.
What else did everyone
Sweet.
else bring? No. This is so.
All right, I'm good, guys. Thanks.
Is my company
No gifts, huh? Okay, questions.
Can we get a picture?
Yeah.
We might have brought a little bit of ridicule because I heard that you refused to get the tattoo.
I did.
Refused is
I
a
would
hard
like to, I would like to
word.
get to the hard-hitting question.
We're-
Yeah,
why
thank you
is
so
it-
hard-hitting
much.
question.
The
Why do
real,
you hate the rest of the cast?
I just feel like I'm superior in a lot of ways. I literally left before they got it, and then I was given all this shit for it, and I'm getting it tonight.
Yeah.
No.
Come on.
No.
So I didn't expect
Zainab to get it.
I didn't either.
And I didn't expect Allegra to get it. And all of a sudden I was like, well, Andy and I are going to have matching tattoos. And then Z and Allegra were like, we're in. I'm like, okay.
So Nathan and Luke, obviously the characters, have one of the most entertaining bromances on probably any show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bromances.
Bromances. And row.
How has your guys' real life chemistry kind of changed over the course of the show?
I would say Kevin and I hung out more than anyone on the show while we were shooting in Vancouver. Probably a lot of dinners. Yep. Kevin's a big boxer, so we would catch punches for each other.
Yep.
And just like
golf.
Yeah, actually, we played some golf. When we weren't shooting in the winter, we played some golf. Some of our seasons were like February, March, April, so we were just pretending to be warm the whole time. But
when I first got cast, I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna like this guy because he's a good-looking guy, and I was like, I don't know. And he comes from like. He was on The Flash. I was like, there's no way this is going to work.
He's playing an arrogant dude. He's probably the same.
He's the same. I have no imagination. That's how
I'm like, how am I going to hang out with this moron?
Big dummy. And it worked.
Actually, you know what? Funny story. Kevin was the only person I read with for Luke. I did chemistry reads with a bunch of Ingrids and Noras, and even a couple of Nevaehs. And Greg and Kevin had worked together before, and Greg was like, hey, I have this guy coming in, Kevin, and I think he's Luke. And I was like, okay. And we did the scene, and it was the pilot scene where he's like, fuckity. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much him. That's like,
Lord, if I had known too, because then you're going in, you're like, oh man, I don't know. I went home, I was like, I don't know if I got it.
Really?
Meanwhile, he's just like, oh yeah, this guy's Luke.
You were a throwaway.
Jesus
You're like,
Christ.
no problem. He's the guy.
I'm sweating, you know.
That wasn't even a question.
Yeah.
So now that the show is wrapping up, is there anything you're going to take away from it? Is there anything you're surprised to learn about yourselves over the course of delving into these characters for so long?
What an experience! First off, I know it sounds even stupid to say, like, what a ride, but it was, it really was.
7 years.
7 years of
Not
life.
with a tattoo, though.
I think, not with a tattoo, not worth it, honestly. But it is like I think.
I would have been pissed if he had other tattoos, and he's like, I don't want it. But he's like, I don't have any tattoos. I'm like,
I'm not getting that one. I am gonna get it now. It's just gonna be on my forehead. Yeah. Or like Tyson, it'll be over my eye.
5 stars.
Yeah, exactly.
Right here.
The way, like, you said this to Greg when we first started. You were like, I would like for this show to be my 30s.
Yeah.
It's like, and it kind of was. I mean, it took a lot of time. Yeah. So it was really
like
cool.
more episodes.
Yeah. All of my 30s. Yeah. I think it's very cool that it's like, I'll look back on this as definitely like a decade, that will encapsulate my experience of like my 30s for sure.
And I think also the show having an ending makes that so much more
punctuates it.
Yeah, and digestible. Like to be like, oh well, we did 3 seasons and it ends, and well, it's a giant cliffhanger. I don't know what happened after. It's a tough sell to people because
fans we don't like.
Well, a lot of people have watched the show, and a lot of people love the show. A lot of people haven't watched the show.
People continue to find it.
Yeah. I have people come up to me and they're like, "I love Upload. When's season 3?" And I'm like, "Season 3's out."
Yeah, we were going through a strike. When it came out.
Search Upload on Amazon.
We weren't allowed to promote.
Go home. You got 7 episodes to watch.
Yeah.
Now I can be like, you got 11 episodes to watch, and there's an ending.
Yeah.
As far as taking something away from it is, actors are innately super self-conscious, and you always think, I'm never going to work again. Somebody's figured it out. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a fraud. There's like imposter syndrome, and most actors anyway. I won't speak for everyone. I'm sure fucking like Robert Downey Jr. doesn't have imposter syndrome. But getting to work with somebody like Greg Daniels and also to be such a fan of Kevin and Andy and Allegra and watch and Zainab and watch them work and be like, oh, they're great, and know that you're working alongside them, that comes with something of like, oh, cool, I've been a part of something that I think is pretty special, and hopefully that can lead into something else.
Well, last time I talked to you, Robbie, you told me that the ending was beautiful, but that was like all you could say.
That's still pretty much all I could say, unless you guys are going.
Listen, so I was gonna say I'm definitely holding this.
Okay.
Do not wait. Well,
And there needs to be.
Yes,
Okay.
all of you. Yes,
We
yes,
accept
holding
it.
it.
Okay. All right.
So I cried the entire 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Literally, like, first of all, Luke, what? Oh,
Oh,
my God.
boy.
Okay. And then I was like, he didn't die. He died. What? It's
Yeah.
a roller
Who
coaster of
knows?
Yeah.
emotions. So for you guys, like, what was it like reading these final scripts?
Same.
Yeah.
Same. We all were. I mean, we're just kind of, it was such a surreal thing, and it was very emotional, but we were talking about this, it feels kind of like season 1 with the funeral, where you're like, he's dead, but he's alive, you know? Like, we were walking onto set, and you're like, you're doing like the Ted Danson, like, well, what a bar, you know? But you're just like, at the same time, you're like, I have to do some work.
I got
you know?
work
I
today.
can't. I mean, to talk to Allegra, she was like, every
Day
yeah,
for 4 weeks she
they'd
cried.
yell cut, and she'd be like,
It's my last day in this set.
Yeah.
It's my last day in these shoes.
yeah, it was just a very profound thing. But I think also, like, my last day was the last scene to be like shot, really, and it was. I mean, yeah, it was definitely a tough one. You're like, oof.
The table read was fun because, like, you get to get a little bit of the emotion out there, and you know, when Luke sacrifices himself, you're already getting choked up.
Yeah.
And then the goodbye scene with Nathan and Nora, it was one of those scenes where, like, instead of having to try to cry, I'm trying not to cry and get not to be a mess, just because it's such an honest scene and it's written so well, and Greg has a history of doing that with these relationships and creating these beautiful moments between people. And then we shot it, and there was a boat playing music the whole time, and I had to ADR my entire scene.
Oh no.
Yeah, some fucking guy out on the water in Vancouver was playing like AC/DC.
Let's say yacht rock.
TNT.
If I could sink a boat, I would.
The ending for both of you guys was super tragic. Can you briefly just talk about why, despite it being so tragic, why they were perfect for those characters?
Got it.
And the story as a whole as well.
Let's say the last part again.
Just why the ending for both of your characters was so perfect for the story being told and the characters themselves.
For me, it was definitely probably because you shoot out of sync a lot, right? But that was my last scene, which is nuts. You know, like it's a big moment. But at the same time, I feel like, you know, even being a soldier, his main thing was, you know, he committed suicide to get there, so he kind of didn't die for anything, but he always wanted to live for something and fight for something, and here he has erected this man onto a pedestal, as well as his friends, and now he has something to die. He has a second chance to die in a show that's about trying to, you know, prolong and not mourn and not die. So here he can sacrifice himself for someone and something and everything so much bigger than himself. So he gets the actual soldier's passage, which feels very profound and thematically complete for this character. And we did film something in which he lives on, but we haven't used it because it doesn't make sense. It's like we have the complete circle. You know? Yeah.
It is nicer without it.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole arc of Nathan of starting off as this kind of arrogant douchebag and learning from Nora and falling in love with her, and this tragic love story of the two of them trying to be together, and by the end he's just been through so much, and he's put her through so much, and I think he just wants, like, you know, it's that whole if you love something enough you let it go, and I think that's the thing with Nathan, is he just wants Nora to be free and give her a chance to live her life and have something that he can't give her, even though as nice as it would be to stay around, it's he got everything that he could get from her and from that relationship. And we just want her to be free and be able to live her own life. And my big thing was just the way Greg wrote it was just so beautiful. And he makes it so easy.
I think he wants her to be free, and then she finds another version, so she's not free yet.
I know.
Yeah.
Just almost free.
Yeah.
Almost,
Right
yeah,
there.
exactly.
And I also like how you just got pushed off. You just got pushed off. You're like, last day? All right.
There you go. Goodbye. Catch your flight. Yeah.
I was really quick.
Yeah.
Are you, after doing the show, are you less or more scared of AI and the future and what we're in right now?
Definitely more because all this stuff is coming true from the show, where they all make all these jokes and stuff. And we're like, oh, that's a real thing. That's a real thing.
I'm really
That's
worried
really
about the
whoa.
speed at which it's like evolving, and so much of what Greg writes comes true. And as you saw in season 4 with AI guy going bad, it's like, hopefully this isn't where we're headed. And
yeah, AI outpaces, and it moves at this right now, like it's moving at the speed of capitalism, to where you're like, where they're using it. It's like every Jurassic Park is this. It's like, let's just get it to market. Get it to market. And then it bursts out of the cell, and you're like, oh no.
Medical advances and like just to make things easier without taking jobs. Like, how can we?
When you watch Jurassic Park specifically, when you go, how did they not know again that they were going to get out?
We're here.
And it's like the same thing with AI, where you're like, how many Terminators are we going to make? Where we get, like we know this.
Why are we still doing it?
You watch those movies, and they're like, haven't they in Terminator seen a Terminator movie? Or, like we all know what's going to happen. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you guys.
Thanks, gang. Appreciate it.